$10 million gotta hide the same. Don't go loud. Hit him with the style.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One more time. One more time. So, are you living, man?
Welcome, man. Welcome, man.
You know what time it is, right?
I know what time it is.
It's time for Can't Argue with That.
With that.
Featuring your host, Alfonso and
Ryan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we got some getting ready to do, man.
All right, let's get into it.
All right. So we had to do it again because we enjoyed it so much. We had to do it twice, man.
Friday, fun day.
Friday, TGIF, man.
TJ, for real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we got a jam-packed show for y'all.
Right.
First and foremost, we're going to get to concentrate on the NFC for this episode. The NFC, all right? Not the NFC is displayed back here. We won't cloud the episode with too much of that, we promise. But we do have... I wanted to start off this episode with doing the Sean Payton. Real talk. I wanted to do the Sean Payton. I thought I was going to do the Sean Payton.
I know.
Up until a few seconds left. What, 10 seconds or something like that?
7 seconds?
7 seconds?
7 seconds left? Right.
Well,
right.
check this out. Stephon Diggs happened.
Was it Stephon Diggs happened or Marcus Williams happened though?
Oh. Well, let's unpack.
Okay,
Let's unpack.
Okay.
So can't argue with that. On Can't Argue with That, we want to start off with Stephon Diggs' miracle play. His play was a 61-yard walk-off touchdown, and to send the Saints home and the Minnesota Vikings to the NFC Championship with 29-24. 29-24. So that's a win over the New Orleans Saints. They will face the Philadelphia Eagles for a trip to the Super Bowl at 6:40 on Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday, go to services and then go watch the game. Go watch the game.
Of course.
Yes. So I just have to say before we get into the game on Sunday, was that the most marvelous, most astonishing, most spellbinding, most downright flabbergasting walk-off play that you've ever seen? Tell me.
I'll say that for a football game, you know what I mean? NFL playoffs at that's the most shocking ending I've seen. Because I was watching the game, right?
Yeah.
And I'm watching, I'm like, man, the Saints going, okay, all right, right? So then, like, I'm doing it, right?
Yeah.
I'm watching the game. And then I'm like, game is over.
Exactly.
Then they gonna throw it to Diggs. He catches it. I'm like, man, they about to knock him out of bounds. It's gonna be a breeze. He missed.
Not so much.
He missed and
Not
he stayed
so
in
much.
bounds. But
Have you seen the memes about that?
But I do want to tell you this: when he caught the ball and he was running down the sideline, like a thought did cross my mind. I was thinking, this boy's about to pull a Deshaun Jackson. I thought he was going to drop the ball at the one.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
You got a creative mind, buddy.
Man, I was just thinking, you're celebrating, real excited. Sometimes they drop the ball, but...
Yeah,
but,
most definitely.
It's very exciting to watch, though.
I mean, but one thing I got to do, because I got friends that are Saints fans. I got family that are Saints fans. Okay. My neighbors were Saints fans. That when I used to live with my mama, man, they shout out to Ryan and all them, man. Those are devout Saints fans. Matter of fact, when the Saints played the Colts, we had a big old party and everyone was in attendance, and including Live 5 News. I got on Live 5 News for that. That was nice. Yeah,
that's very nice. That's very nice for real.
So shout out to Ryan. Ryan. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm sorry I don't remember your last name. I'm sorry, but you know I love you. But and as well, I got love for Nola, man. His name is Nola. We came to cause making us call him Nola. Okay. So Trey Crummer, Trizzy. Yeah. So I have a suicide watch for you guys, all Saints fans. If you are troubled by anything, you can call 803-442-1209. That is a suicide watch. That's not a real number. So if you really need suicide help, just text 843-442-1209. And he told me not to give out his number, so I'll text you back or I'll call you back if you really need suicide help. That's all I can do. But yeah.
Only thing I say is, who that nation stand up?
Oh, no. You don't mean that.
Had to do it.
You might have made somebody hurt themselves, man.
Listen, man. They
Come on now. They done been through a lot, man.
They big and bad because they Because y'all beat the Panthers 3 times. But look what happened to y'all. Karma. That's all it is. It's karma.
Come on, man.
Who that? Man, let's play that Sean Payton song, man. Let's all do the Sean Payton.
No.
Let's all do the Sean Payton.
No.
Let's all do the Sean Payton.
We're not going to do that.
But let me stop being petty, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about us right now.
Oh, yes.
Who are you picking to represent the NFC this week?
Who am I picking?
Who are you picking this week?
Well, in the NFC, we go on proverbs and adages that can't argue with that. You know what I mean? So one of the most dominant adages I find in the sport of football is defense wins championships, correct? So if they rank defenses differently, but most defensive stats have Minnesota Vikings number 1. Would you argue with that?
No. Well, I could.
Yeah, but
I won't.
Statistically, they're stated as number 1 in most of statistical categories.
Oh, the Panthers did put 31 up on them, though.
Hey man, we told them that we weren't going to cloud the show with Cowboys and Panthers banter.
That's my fault.
Yeah.
Can't promise won't happen again.
Hey, I can't get mad at you, but they said defense won championship, and the Vikings had a number one defense, and as well, Case Keenum's looking good, as well as they have that lockdown corner from Dallas named Terrence Williams, that bad man in Terrence Williams, who suddenly got nasty. Terrence Newman. I'm sorry, Terrence Newman.
Right.
That bad man in Terrence Newman.
But let's not talk about the Cowboys. We promised the people we wouldn't talk about our teams that's not playing this Sunday.
True.
We promised them.
But one aside, man. One aside now. Check this out now. The playoffs were star-studded with Cowboys. Get out, star-studded with Cowboys? Okay, anyway. So
this guy here. Cowboys references galore, I swear.
Yeah, I gotta do it. So they were star-studded with Cowboys all throughout, especially in the defense, which is very ironic because we had one of the worst defenses consistently throughout even the good record season. What was that, 13-3 season, and then all those good seasons with DeMarco Murray, all that stuff. They had all these dominant cornerbacks that are on, and dominant safeties that are on number 1 and top 5 defenses. You know that, right? So they had Brandon Carr of the Ravens.
Used Carr?
Brand spanking Carr. Brand spanking new Carr. Come on now. Show him some love now.
Used Carr, man.
All right. So then they had Barry Church of the Jaguars. Jaguars are stuff course still in it. And he's doing good. He's doing very well. Very well. You know what I mean? And then it's amazing how they had somebody else too. Brandon Carr, Barry Church, Terrence Newman. I guess that's all. Right. But yeah, it's like when you're released or traded, you're part of a number. You're afraid of top 10.
From Dallas.
Yeah,
man.
no more Rod, man. No more Rod.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Don't forget it happened with your boy DeMarcus Ware too. But of course, I know that too well as a Panthers fan. You already know. I know that too well. Him and Vaughn.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh. Yeah, as soon as he got traded, they began to go to the Super Bowl twice.
That's amazing. And just the Cowboys thought that he had nothing left, huh?
And I don't know how he was doing, but I know he was top 10 in sacks.
That's pretty good. But like we said earlier, we promised them we wouldn't talk about our teams.
True.
No more.
True.
No more.
True. Yeah. I understand.
So let's get back to what we're supposed to talk about.
All right.
Okay.
Well, the nature at hand is back to the nature at hand. Professionally respected, so I'm letting up understand. From a young G's perspective, you know what I mean? For me, never mind.
Can we get your pick? Come here, rapping and freestyle. Man, can we get your pick, man?
My bad.
We get your pick.
All right, so the world's been waiting for it, or maybe not. But I'm taking the Vikings, bottom line. I'm taking my uncle's Vikings. Shout out to Uncle Cass.
Okay.
Uncle James G, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking him. I'm taking them. And the Eagles were able to minimize Nick Foles. Remember I told you they had to minimize Nick Foles, but they minimized him by a committee because no one running back had over 50 yards. I don't think. You know what I mean? But they all comprised to have, pretty important runs, and he didn't have to. He did pretty good. I can't lie about that. You know what I mean? He had 76.7 yards. 76.7 completion percentage.
Okay.
And He had it was a bunch of intermediate routes, with all due respect, but he did it, and I was very impressed with him. No key turnovers, no turnovers at all, as a matter of fact.
Right.
So that's clutch. If you ain't turning over the ball, then your team has a chance to win. You're not taking the ball, taking the ball out their hands, man. So that's a clutch. That's clutch. So Eagles, come sit down with these boys over here. Come sit down with us. Have a beer. Have a Bud Light. Sit down with the boys. Sit down with us. Come on. Yeah, sit down with us.
It's gonna be a long off season.
Yeah.
Long off season.
Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to Keyshawn. Shout out to Jason. Jason from middle school.
Oh,
RMSA shout out. Big ups.
Shooting stars.
Shout out to Christina. Co-workers. Shout out T-Mobile all day. Verizon never. But anyway, I don't want to cut off anybody from our fan base. Right. So we accept all carriers.
Right. Here. We are accepting sponsors.
Yes, we are accepting sponsors as well. If you want to sponsor this man, come on
through. Tell them.
So how about you? What's your NFC pick? Who's gonna be playing in the
Vikings.
Oh, we agree.
Yeah, we do agree.
Can't argue with that.
Right? But I think this is the difference in the game when it comes down to it. Eagles have a good defense. Vikings got a good defense. Eagles got a backup quarterback who used to play for Jeff Fisher. The Vikings have a backup quarterback who used to play for Jeff Fisher. The difference in the game is going to be those wideouts, though, man.
Yeah.
Thielen is really good.
Yeah.
Diggs, he's really good, but now the nation knows he's really good.
Exactly. He's getting doubled. Yeah. Especially in the fourth quarter.
I would not put two people on him because Thielen will go off.
Exactly.
Thielen is a beast too, man.
But in the fourth quarter, they really might double.
I mean, Thielen was third this year in yards, so I mean, I would go with the guy who's leading the league in yards over the guy who had a game-winning touchdown. I mean, that was a good game, but Thielen's having a good season. So,
very true.
And
speaking of those bad men and those receivers that we didn't know about before. If we didn't know about them before the season started too much, or at least I didn't. Oh yeah, shout out to Dustin too. Dustin is a big old Vikings fan. He was wearing that hat all throughout as long as I knew him, and I was like, man, we better put that in the closet.
Right.
But then little did I know.
But now
I should put this in the closet.
Now it's tell him that. So now it's time to bring it on out.
Yeah, bring it out. Bring it out.
Show off.
But really, what I'm looking at is I'm looking at their cornerbacks, man. Jalen Mills, another Jalen.
Shout out
my son Jalen. But he's lined up the left quarterback spot, right? So he's gonna be guarding Stephon Diggs, right?
Okay.
For most of the matchup, right?
Okay.
So Mills has been targeted fourth most among all players this season. Mm-hmm. So he's targeted a lot. He's targeted a lot. And he's drawn 104 passes his way. So if he can't contain the Vikings wideout, Philadelphia may have to devote more attention to him. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And that goes for Thielen going yard. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Thielen's going yard. So they may need to help him out. I think they may need to help him out. I've seen some film on him because I've been watching the film. I've been a little into it a little bit. I've been watching a little film.
I've seen film on him too, and he has green hair.
Well, I've seen film with a helmet, and he's a little bit. He's a part of a good defense. You know what I mean? That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say.
I also think he's a rookie too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a rookie. He's a rookie.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
But he's not a shutdown corner. But that'll give Thielen and Kyle Rudolph a chance to capitalize. You know how they like them tight ends. You know they like them backup quarterbacks love them tight ends now. You know what I mean? So so I think they're going to get some one-on-one matchups. So right. I really think that Jalen Mills' play is going to be the key.
So let me get this right. Jalen's going to be the key to the game. Surprise, surprise.
Yes, sir. Jalen's all throughout this life, man.
Jalen is the key to life, right? All right.
Give the people what they want.
Right. I can respect that.
Oh, my dog Mo in the building. Shout out to Mo.
So you made some good points.
Yes,
but,
sir.
What you're getting down to is Stefan's going to catch a few digs.
Well, no, it's not necessary.
You like that. Baby.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Stefan's going to catch a few digs.
Okay.
I'll give it to you, man.
Okay.
I'll give it to you, man. Right. Can't argue with that, man. Can't argue with that.
Right.
But anything else, man, other than us not arguing on the Vikings?
No, man, we're in agreement on that, man.
All right, cool.
Can't argue with that.
Can't argue with that. Well, next, we're going to break down the AFC for y'all. And you know we got some interesting mess about the AFC with Tom Brady and Mike Tomlin and all of them boys. Le'Veon. Man, we gonna talk about all that, man. Just for kicks.
Right.
But all right, then, buddy.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. We out. We gonna come back and we gonna have a special guest. We gonna have our Ryan Clark on the building.
Okay.
We gonna have Ryan Clark on the building.